Hey, real talk, you didn't pause on this mini PC by accident. Something in your gut already knows that your current setup isn't keeping up the way it used to. That subtle lag, that tiny delay when launching apps, those moments where you think it should feel faster than this, that's your cue. This is for you if you're the kind of person who refuses to settle for almost smooth. You're the kind of user who notices when performance feels off before anyone else does. You've already outgrown compromises, you just haven't upgraded to something that actually feels right yet. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and availability. Powerful mini PCs like this tend to shift quickly in stock and price, and hesitation often means paying more later. You probably remember the moment your old system started showing its limits. Maybe you opened a big app and felt a pause. Maybe editing, multitasking, or creative workflows felt heavier than they should. Maybe your setup just works most of the time, but most of the time isn't enough anymore. That's the point where you realize it's not that your PC is okay, it's that you deserve better. The first time you power up this MINISFORUM UM890 Pro, that feeling hits immediately. Everything feels intentional. Programs open instantly. Switching between workloads feels fluid instead of jerky. You don't waste energy wondering if your machine can handle what you want to do, it already does. That sense of relief, the confidence that your tools work for you, changes the way you approach every session. Whether you're editing high-res visuals, streaming multiple apps, or just running everyday tasks with dozens of browser tabs open, this machine stays composed. That isn't just speed, it's consistency. It's the difference between barely managing and effortlessly executing. And don't assume that waiting will get you a better deal. High-performance mini PCs with cutting-edge Ryzen chips and top-tier connectivity often tighten up in availability, and prices don't always dip, especially when demand spikes. If you're wondering whether this is overkill, that doubt doesn't last long. This isn't raw power you have to tame, it's performance that feels guided. Desktop-class responsiveness without the bulk, without noise, without wasted space. Once you feel it, going back feels like a step downward. Here's the part people underestimate: once your system finally feels responsive, it changes how you work. You don't budget your time around slowdowns anymore. You plan more, create more, execute more. Your equipment stops being an obstacle and starts being a partner. Performance that stays smooth under real workloads, responsive multitasking that feels natural, compact design that doesn't sacrifice power, feels like your workflow finally matches your ambition, not optimized for extreme GPU tasks. Compact size limits internal upgrades. At some point, comparison becomes irrelevant. You don't keep revisiting lesser options because you're unsure, you do it because you're delaying the upgrade you already know you want. Check the current price while you still can, trust the instinct that brought you here, and make the move with confidence, because this isn't one of those upgrades you'll regret putting off. It's the one that finally feels right.